Yo, yo, yo. It's your fave, Marky Markster. Why are you naughty? Hmm? Hey, what's up, Afrin? How you doing, bro? Good morning. You good? Oh, nice. I'm glad she's doing good. I haven't seen her. I haven't really seen her on Facebook or anywhere posting like she usually does. I have her on Facebook, but I haven't seen any posts from her. I always wonder what she's doing and how she is. She was always, uh, she was always one of my favorite Aries women, even though there's not too many of those. But yeah, she was one of my favorites. She was always cool. She was always neutral and didn't really take sides and just try to analyze everybody. Hey Ann, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? Good morning. Hey Dan, you said I'm the hardest working man on YouTube. Nah, this isn't even hard work. All I'm doing is sitting here and giving you information and talking shit. This is the easiest job I've ever had. If I showed everybody on YouTube how to really work and to do hard work, that'd be nice too, and learn some people. Nah. I actually enjoy coming on here every chance I get, to be honest. Yep, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna kill myself, working hard every day. I've done a lot. The past 2 years, I've worked very, very well. The past since 2020, I'd say no. Since 2021, like the last 4 years, I would say I bust my ass a lot, like a lot, a lot. But it's all worth it. I'm happy. I got everything I need, got everything I want, and now I can come on here more often, come on here anytime I want, and just do what I love to do, and that's it. I'm actually working on doing my DJ stuff again too. So I just have to find a comfortable way to do it because I'm not gonna stand up and do it. Like I gotta find a way that I can do it just for like maybe I don't know an hour or so and just DJ. I might even do like half an hour little spurts, and then depending on how I feel, I can do a little bit more. Or I can probably come on for a half an hour here, half an hour there. I'm trying not to like stand up for long periods of time because I have like sciatica and back problems all the time. So I'm trying not to like stand up and do too much bullshit all the time. It rained all night here last night. There's my dog being a pain in the ass. I gave her some pork ribs just now. I had some left over from Sunday and I just couldn't eat anymore. So I just gave her some. That wasn't much. It was like, like 2 handfuls. So she's all happy. She got some pork ribs. She don't really have those too often. I try not to give her too much people food. But she's over there licking herself now. Yeah, the weather's really shitty today. It's very, very humid. It's been raining all night. Woke me up around 3 o'clock. I got woken up out of my sleep because the rain was hitting my walls and shutters so damn hard. I was like, holy shit, it's pouring. Hey Barbie, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, my mom made a lot of pork ribs on Sunday and she gave me like maybe 10 pieces to take home. So I ate some and macaroni and cheese, and then I was like, I can't eat the rest of these. I'm gonna give them to my dog, give her a treat. She's been a good girl lately, even though she's a pain in the ass, but she's been a good girl. She hasn't done any bad things inside or outside. So she's being a good girl. So I rewarded her with some pork ribs. Yeah, there you go. Dan, you finished them off and your wife didn't have to walk you. That's good. You doing fine, Barb? Good, good. Glad to hear. Glad everybody's doing good. So my nephew got some good news this morning. He got accepted into a college he really wants to go to in England. So we got good news yesterday and good news today. So I'm very happy for my nephew. He deserves it. He's been through a lot of bullshit with the divorce and shit. He owes his mom a lot for helping him with his homework and shit, but he wants to be a gym teacher and a coach. So there's a place in England that he applied for, and they took forever to like get back to him. He got accepted to 3 different colleges, but the one he really wanted was this one. So he finally got it. So he's very happy. We have like a group chat, and we all congratulated him, and he's happy as shit. So he'll be going to college in September. He's going to graduate this year from high school, and he's going to go to college. And he's looking forward to it. It's something that he's always wanted to do. So I'm happy for him. He deserves it. And yesterday, like I said, for those of you who don't know, but yesterday my sister had a meeting with the lawyers and that jackass, and he finally agreed to pay child support every month and to pay school fees and bills and shit. And of course, he has to mention me all the time. So cheers to you, asshole. Thanks for paying. You finally paid something, even though you don't give a shit about your children. And by the way, you can say whatever you want about me. I could care less. You're just mad because I'm him. And you'll never be me. You'll always be the devil in living flesh. And what goes around comes the fuck around. I love when a plan comes comes to fruition. And I love when bad people get karma and end up eating their words and doing what they say they weren't going to do and end up doing it. And I'm proud of my family and my sister. I'm proud of me, my nephews, for going after him and telling him about himself. And now his lawyer don't even give a fuck about him and says she's glad she's not dealing with him anymore. He's been through like 3 lawyers. He's a piece of shit. But I'm not gonna waste my morning talking on him. But yeah, we're finally getting child support after 2 years. And he's got to pay all the back pay too. So pay up, bitch. That's what you get, asshole. And I hope a lot more men get what they want to get, get like their karma. And women. It's not just men, it's women too. Deadbeat moms and dads. Hope they all rot in hell. Anyway. Anne, I got your donation. Thanks. What do you need to know? Well, you need to know that if you come in here, you're going to laugh. You're going to see your favorite Leo. You're going to see your favorite Aquarius. You're going to have to pay bills by the end of the month. You're probably going to have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Make sure you got toilet paper. Make sure you got water. Make sure you got food. Let's see what else you need to know. That spirit loves you. At least somebody does. And we all love you when you sleep. What else you need to know? I'm psychic on Tuesdays, so you asked the right question. Let's see. I don't know what else. Let's see what the cards have to say. You're a what? You're a Fumoto mist? I don't know the fuck that word says. You love needles. That's not a good thing to say. People be wondering what type of needles you talking about. People be hitting you up after the live. Yo, you got that good shit? Yeah, she's on vampire mode. I want to talk your blood. Yeah, I'm just teasing. I know what you meant. Try and make you laugh, Yeah, for a living. Yeah, see, I do a lot of things for a living. But it's good to do a lot of things. It's good to be using all of your talents that God gave you. That's why there's so many hoods in the world. They use their talents to get money too. Okay. I don't like. Actually, you know what? It does, Dan. It does smell like copper. I don't like any needles or blood or hospital related things. I think it was like about a month ago. I cut my finger, but I was an idiot. I make mistakes too. I'm not perfect, but I was like cutting something and it went like this and it slipped my it's the razor slipped my thumb, and I had like a band-aid on it, and I put some like hydrogen peroxide on it, cleaned it all up, put the band-aid on. But one thing about me, I heal very quickly. Like if I have a cut or a scrape or a bruise, it goes away within the week. It's gone. So I don't know. Maybe I'm an alien after all. I have no idea. But some people just heal more than others. Yeah, that's one good thing I have. Like I heal quick too. I'll get a cut and it'll be gone in an instant. Like the other day, see how I got like a pimple right here. I had two pimples on the side of my head, like on this right by my eye. I can't remember where it was, but I had two back to back pimples, like two dots. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm getting pimples. I'm almost 50. Like, what the fuck these pimples doing on my face? I hardly ever get pimples. And then like within 2 days, they were gone. And I didn't even put anything on them. And I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to my pimples? It's so weird. Like it just like appears and then disappears. Like it heals quickly. And I'm like, okay, cool. Bye. Well, that's good. Yeah, self-preservation. Yeah, that's good. Oh, well, there you go. At least you get something. All right, and what you need to know is there's always going to be people around that are going to be vulnerable, frail. You know, you're going to be very suspicious of certain people, especially if they're too kind or they're too nice. Try not to exercise your generosity too much with these type of people. Make sure you like figure it out before you like do too much for somebody, because there's a lot of fake friends around you, fake people around you, or people who misrepresent themselves as good but really they're not. And this could be a man around you. And if it isn't a man, it could be like your son acting up again. Because I do see like a younger man, like maybe in his 20s. So if your son is like in his 20s, then I would say it might be him. You might hear something about him, even though I know you don't really speak to him and all that, but you might hear something about, them or something like that. Or it might just be like, and if it isn't your son, then it's probably like a younger man, somebody who's younger than you that's trying to, act up or like do dumb shit. Like they have no sense of direction, they have no determination, they feel stuck, they're very narrow minded, they're just like someone who is like slow moving. Knight of Pentacles reversed. So could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. Could just be the character of the person. But the good news is you got Ace of Pentacles, and that is you coming in, you being given the chance to be prosperous in what you're doing, like to attain your goals, facilitate things to make you make money. Feeling good, like having the combination of material and spiritual prosperity. Like if you want to buy something that you really want, you can get it. If you really want to get that blouse you saw, or you want to get those G strings that you like, or that nice bra you want, you can get those things if you really want to, materialistic wise. I see like your spiritual side probably coming into more the next 30 days, because like the Ace of Pentacles is like 30 days, a month. So, some valuable things can come your way, like something that you treasure, something that you like. It's a combination of both. It's a combination of getting things that you want, um, and just like, having spirit on your side, and then like handing you over, the things that you really need, because they feel like you've put in the work, and they feel like you're always being, I wouldn't say attacked, but like, pursued by, bad people, So we all are pursued by bad people. Look what happened yesterday. My ex brother in law said to his lawyer, I'm not going to pay too much for child support because my brother in law is over there using the electricity. Like, who the fuck says stupid shit like that? So when your sons come over here, they don't use my electricity? Right? When I cook food for you when you were here in my apartment on my electric stove, I didn't use my electricity. You see what I mean? So it's like you have to ignore ignorance. Like my mom says, like when you get attacked by stupid dumbass people who like have no brain, you just gotta say, my mom always says, my grandma said to ignore ignorance. My grandmother was very smart, you know. And she said she had a lot of sayings from back in the day. Older people, the older generation, they have those sayings. And that's where I get most of my sayings from. My mom, my dad, my grandma. She used to talk all that shit. Like, but now, like, I think you, me, we're all the same age. Dan's older than us. A lot of people in here are older than us and the same age. And I feel like once you reach 40 years old, you kind of understand life more, as far as you've been through enough bullshit And now it's time to like laugh at idiots and just like move on and just try not to let people get to you. And the past 2 years, I've developed a mindset to ignore this devilish dickhead and not like give in to his, his stupidity. So if I can do it, we all can do it, because people know how I am and know what I was like. Because the old me would have like probably, you know, done some dumb shit, and I would probably got in trouble. But I keep to myself. There's some days I want to go on Facebook and Instagram and tear him a new ass and tell people about him. But everybody already knows who he is. I stop my mind from like entertaining him, because if I talk about him, or if you talk about somebody online, right, or even talk about yourself, you're entertaining free energy for people to like come at you. So right, that's what my mom says. If you play around with shit, you get a shitty situation. The more you play with shit, the more it stinks. That's what my grandmother said. The more you play with shit, the more it stinks. So if we ignore the ignorance, which is so hard because we want to express ourselves as human beings, we want to like say, "Oh, I need to say this because you said this about me," and it's only gonna be a back and forth. You know what I mean? And no one really wins. You might feel you win because you're right and you're being honest and you're exposing a piece of shit. But guess what? Everybody already knows who that person is. And you don't need to explain or to bash anybody. And I know it's so fucking hard because I try not to do it, but it's like it's almost impossible for me not to. But I would rather talk on here because people on he's not gonna see me like on here. And if he does, I'm glad. Good. I'll diss the shit out of you. I don't give a fuck. But but that's like what it says in your reading there, to like keep evaluating who your friends are, who your enemies are, and try to like delete, block, and tell them fuck off and leave you alone. Um, exactly. If you have to force something, it's probably shit. Yeah, there you go, Dan. They fell in the wood chipper. Sometimes sometimes yeah, you're right, Dan. And that's one of my biggest challenges is like when he said dumb shit about me yesterday, I tried not to react. I actually laughed at first. I didn't even like I usually like I would feel the anger inside of me and I'll feel myself getting angry, but I didn't. Like I was just like telling everybody, like I was telling everybody and my family and my mom is like, like this guy really he isn't like too smart, is he? Like I always say, the real pandemic is how stupid people are. Marley, how the hell are you? You're at work listening? You better be at work, woman. Well, I know. When is tax season over, by the way? I need to know that information because I have to like deal with something. And if I do it now, then the person will be like, no way, it's tax season. I can't do that now. Okay, the 15th. So it's still a month away. Shit. That's when my payroll taxes due, on the 15th of every third month. My payroll taxes due that day. But yeah. But yeah, I hope that these days go by fast so you don't have to deal with it. Yes, we all missed you, but we know, like we know that you got a life to deal with, and when we do get some Marley time, we appreciate it. In the meantime, I'm dealing with everybody's people. Yeah, that's good, Marley. It's all good. We all have those times where we That's good. That means I can take a break in April and they can send everybody to you so they can aggravate you. Good. Yeah, I'm having to work double shifts over here. Dan told me that I'm the hardest guy on YouTube right now, hardest working guy on YouTube because I just came off of here like 10 like not too long ago. But like I tell everybody, I'm tired of working hard. I'm gonna come on here and just entertain you all and talk shit and have fun. Do what I have to do. I'm tired of working hard. I'm bust my ass for the past couple years. I need a break too. I'm not fucking superhuman. So I'm here enjoying my coffee and talking shit as usual. Definitely, and I need to take you guys for a tour over to my workshop in the attic in the games room. I fixed everything. Everything's complete over there. There's nothing else really to do. I finally painted everything, completed everything, fixed everything, made everything look nice. Now I got to work on the garage and just do some odds and ends in there for a bit. I got rid of so much things. I took a lot of shit to the trash. I've tidied up everything, but the weather's holding me back. I wish I can work outside more often and get like the yard looking a little better, but the weather doesn't allow me to do it. I wanted to surprise my sister and get this guy. I know a guy like he details cars for a living. Like he comes to your house and he'll bring his own stuff and he'll like vacuum the inside of your car, buff it all up, clean the outside, make you pay him like $100 and he'll clean the entire car inside and out. So I want to hire him because he's on his own now. And I said, look, man, I want you to do my sister's car, surprise her. And while she was away, the weather was shitty. And then the weather don't last. Like it'll be one sunny day and the next 2 days it'll rain. Then it'll be two sunny days and then we got like a storm coming. So it's like the weather's still not like I'm not gonna spend $100 to like make a car look nice so it can be go back to shit in 2 days. So he understands. But, it's all good. It's all right, and he enjoys it. He likes it. Leos love that. So it's okay. See, that's why he says he loves you. Somebody does. I told you in your reading, he even said people love you. So it's okay. I love everyone, especially when they sleep. Yeah, Dan loves abuse. Yeah, he loves it. We got to take our frustration out on somebody. Come on now. That's why God put us all together. See, now he wants to be spanked. See, he just can't take. He can't get enough. Yeah, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm just glad we're all doing good. That's the main thing. As long as we're all happy and we're all doing good and we're all being blessed every day to be here to talk to each other and talk shit to each other, that's the main thing. That's a good thing. It's fun. And when things happen, we all have each other to talk to and to pray for and to help, to encourage to do better. So we're all good. We're good to go. That's why you see me more often on here because I feel a lot more. I feel a lot more. I wouldn't say obligated, but I feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more happier to come on here without being harassed by stupid weirdos that hound the shit out of me and annoy the fuck out of me. I don't really have that problem no more. Like I made sure like I got rid of all my nagging flies. that I have to shoo away. You all get it. It's all a part of life. But I'm good though. I enjoy coming on here more now than I have ever. So it's good. Well, the reverse directory is getting rid of them and not dealing with them. So it's great. Oh yeah, they. I was just talking about that, Marley. How the hardest part of life for me is not allowing them to get under my skin and for real people, not even trolls, for real people not to get underneath your skin, like family members and exes and just people in general. Like I tell everybody, I try not to let my ex brother in law's words get to me. Like he always talks shit about me and says lies about me. Like people who lie about me, that shit pisses me off and it'll trigger me to like go after you. And if I go after you, I'm an idiot. And that's true. I'm an idiot for going after you if you talk shit about me because I'm the idiot that actually entertained your stupid energy and actually gave you the time of day. So the best thing to do is like I told Ann earlier and everybody else to ignore the ignorance of these people. So we ignore that ignorance, then we'll be okay. But it's very, very hard to do so because you get triggered into an energy where you have to defend yourself or you feel like you have to defend yourself. But really like in actual reality you don't because you're defending yourself through a lie. So defending yourself through a lie makes you look stupid. So there's many a times, I make myself look stupid going after people, Well, somebody had to teach me, Marley, so I'm glad. But yeah, I'm so glad that I've done it. But every now and then one of them will get brave and start talk shit or whatever because it's just stupidity or whatever. But it's cool. You never really get rid of negativity, forever, even though you want to. You're always gonna get tested once in a while or every day. But the best thing to do is, like I always say, to try and ignore the ignorance and stupidity of people. And if we become good at that, then we win. It's a win-win. You know, it's a win-win situation, which is great. I love it. But we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. I don't really want to. I don't want to get mad. I don't want to get like upset anymore, and I try not to. And when someone like my ex brother-in-law talks shit about me, I know his words have no value and no meaning. So I'm trying my best not to like allow his like stupidity to get to me. In any way, I just diss him. That's all. Hey Stefani, how you doing? I got your donation for your questions. You can ask them when you're ready. Hope you're doing well. Well, sometimes that doing things like that is just an algorithm because it's all bullshit, really. Because like you can you can do so many things to get like the thing is to have patience and it'll all pan out when it's ready and it'll all be ready when it's ready. That's why YouTube gives you an option to buy your way to the top. So if you buy your way to the top and you're impatient, then you can do it that way. But if you like do it organically or do it like, do it like you're actually working to make it happen, then it feels like you accomplished something. But that's just me. But leaving comments and leaving like likes and all that shit, I never even asked for that and I still got what I want. because you personally have to put in the work. Like I told you already, the only way your channel is going to get better is if you publicly show yourself, like show that you're available. Look at Marley. She had a certain amount of subscribers. She was already well known to a point where she had her clients, and she still does. But when she actually showed her face and was brave enough to like come on and say fuck it, look how much more she evolved. And I always tell everybody, the more you show yourself, the more real you become and more confident you become. So if you're not going to do that, you're not going to get anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because people ain't really going to want to not see someone that they're getting a reading from, or they're like, want to associate with. And what's the sense of like censoring yourself when, for what? When you die, your shit's still going to be here, and it's irrelevant then. See what I mean? So like I always encourage everybody, if you want your shit to be better or your channel to get somewhere, you have to put yourself out there. So then what's it, whatever you're going to do it to the like best of your ability. You say you're not giving readings, but you say you are like, psychic or psycho or whatever you want to call yourself. Clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairascendant. So you gotta like state exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it, and then that's it. If you say you're an alien, they're probably not gonna subscribe to you because they're gonna be like, "What the fuck's wrong with this woman? I ain't subscribing to no alien. The bitch gonna come haunt me at night." See, so you gotta watch what you say and do, and kind of like prove what you're doing, or else it's gonna be pointless. But that's up to you. All right, Stefani, you're good, doing good, chilling. I'm doing good too. I'm just here because the weather is shitty. You said, when will I start a new job? All right, let's check. Yeah, it is. I just wish that it'll hurry up. Okay. So Stefani, I feel like between now and the end of April, I feel that's when you're gonna start your new job. And I feel like a man has something to do with it. So like a man could be your boss or could hire you. And this person could be like dark skinned. It could be black or a brown guy, maybe younger than you or the same age. I feel like this guy's going to give you a job, and like I always say to you, it might not be the right job for you at the moment, but I feel like you'll take it because it'll pay the bills and it's a job that you can do or like advance from. Um, but yeah, it'll give you some financial security, and it'll give you like, as long as you don't restrain yourself from doing too much, but it still might not be the job that you're looking for, but at least it's something that pays the bills or keep you going. But I got good cards here. It's nothing like bad. I just feel like it might not be exactly what you want, but it could be something that it does the justice for you. I would say like don't hide your emotions on it either. So if you get a new job, like make sure you tell them, hey, look, what's the deal here? If I start doing more, am I gonna get more? Like, and when and how, and like cross your T's and dot your I's type of thing. Make sure that you're not just getting a job just to get it, and make sure that you can benefit from this in the long run. But it's telling me that it's very possible you can get a job between now and the end of next month. To the next 2 months or the next 6 weeks, it's very possible to get a job. But like I said, it's still a job where you might have to deal with certain situations where it's not going to be a high paying job, or it might be a job where you make money but it's not, to you it's not enough, and you have to find out whether or not it's going to be beneficial for you in the long run. Hey Erica, how you doing, sweetheart? Thanks for the super chat. So that's what I got, Stefani. It looks good for getting a job, but it might not be like the actual pay you want, or the actual hours, or the actual time. Like it's crazy. Like I don't know, but it's good, but not completely. And no job is really perfect anyway. You're okay? Good to hear. Well, that's the thing. I don't think it'll be better to wait longer, because like at the end of the day, um, well, I'll put it to you this way: you can determine whether or not that is what you want. So, say if I gave you a job right now, and I would say, "Hey, Stefani, look, I can't employ you like for too long, but I need you for 2 months, and I can give you $20 an hour, but I can only give you 40 hours a week. Are you okay with that?" And you're like, "Well, I was looking for more and more and more, but I'll take that for now." So my suggestion in the card suggests that if you go get this job and you take it, at least use it for the time frame to, like, possibly find something better, or see if this job, see, nowadays we have to suffer for everybody else, right? So when you get this job, they're probably going to analyze you, see if you're good enough, see if you really care, see if you really work properly. And then after like a 2 month probation, they might say, "Hey, you're doing really good here. We're going to raise your pay, and we're going to give you more hours," and blah, blah, blah. That's the type of cards that I got. So it's a job where, like, you have to understand, like, if it's going to, if when it works, is it going to really work? Like, and if it doesn't, then, you know, that's the thing. So it's all up to you, really, to like analyze what they want, like, or what you want. But either way, it looks good though. It doesn't look bad. I just think that you won't be exactly happy with like the pay or the hours or something to do with that. Like financially, you might not be happy, like how much money you're gonna get. But at least, like, you you'll have a job, and then you can get another one or get better at the one you're at. Hey Tanya, how you doing, sweetheart? Yours are too. All right, Ann. You too. Have a great day. Love you when you sleep. And remember, put the purpose into what you want, so that way you manifest it more. Don't just go in there and like whisper in men's ears, like Dan says. Tell people, look, I'm about this life. This is why you should subscribe to me. This is why you should look at me and take me serious. That's my advice. You're welcome, man. No problem. Stefania, was that it? Or you're good? So that's what I would say. In the next like 6 weeks, you'll see some type of improvement. You'll see, like, you'll get a job, and it's just a matter of you, and like they might. Yeah, Erica, I saw your question. I'm just finishing up with Stefani. But yeah, I would say that it looks good. It's just that you might have to go through like a trial period. All right. Will your social life improve in the future? I miss having some friends. Well, you're more than welcome to come in here. We'll be your friend. Well, we are your friend. Everybody in here is friends. Some want to be friends with benefits, but I keep telling them, I can't do those things virtually. Nah, I'm just teasing. Let me tell you something. Having the least amount of friends is a good thing. I don't have too many like physical friends, but I have my sister and my nephews and my mom and dad and my dog, and that's good enough. I don't really want too many people in your, and you should never want too many friends, because like people are fucking idiots. You don't want them in your life. But I'll be all of your friends. No problem. As long as you don't aggravate me, we'll be good. All right, Erica, I'll answer you right after I finish Stefani, okay? All right, Stefani, let's check. And you also have to ask yourself, right? If you really want friends, you got to go out there and like put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm actually getting that you will make more friends. Um, so this is saying like right now you feel like it's difficult to have more friends because you don't want to be tricked and you don't want to deal with a deceiver or a traitor, just like how everybody else does. And you feel like having friends, you might like have more losses, or you're kind enough to help somebody but they might not help you back, or they might not reciprocate the same feelings, emotions, and social back and forth, which is normal. But it's okay to feel that way. But the spirit's saying that you come up as the high priestess, which you have a lot of wisdom. You know what you want, you know what you want to do, you have common sense, and you're smart. But the problem is you might hide your emotions, and you might feel like you're restrained from really being friendly with too many people because maybe of what's happened to you in the past, how somebody would trick you to feeling like you have a good friend but really they're not. So if you can get over that feelings and those emotions and not restrain yourself so much, and not put your head in the book all the time, and figure and think that it's going to be bad, and open up to more like being in a friendship or relationship type of vibe. So spirit wants you to understand that in order to have new friendships, and or even renewed friendships, or passion or love for somebody or something, you got to create like a give and take, and like be open to like being friends with more people, and just being free, having talking, like having your free will, and having like being self-reliant and self-confident to be in friendships and things like that, and to have more friends. So I don't get anything bad here at all, Stefani. I feel like you're in a good place and you're a good person. I already know that. But like I feel like um you don't have to do anything, but I feel like your mentality of having friends, and good ones, have to really generate that feeling and that option to say, okay, I want to have a good friend, so I'm gonna find one, not just like open yourself up to just any clown, or any bad person. So I know it might be difficult. It's all difficult, always difficult to find good friends. That's why I don't have too many people in here anyway, because I don't really need too many people in my life, and nobody should. But we're all your friend in here. We're all friends in here. You're always welcome to come here every time I'm here. We all are friends in here. So if you need friends to talk to online, we're all here for you. I always welcome everybody here to talk, vent, tease, talk shit. Like Tanya said, her number one job is to aggravate me, and she's good at that. But she has competition now. But at the end of the day, um, it's not good to have too many physical friends, in my opinion, because they will be the first ones to screw you over. So I would say the possibility of you having more friends is very good. Just try not to think that it's going to be difficult. And I actually got the Two of Cups here at the very end. So I would say, like, in the next 2 months, maybe this is to do with the new job. You'll make friends at your job and make friends, more friends and more partnerships around you. So I got the High Priestess card twice for you. So that's a woman that holds herself back too much and has to be more analytical and more like free speech instead of hiding her emotions, because nobody wants to talk to somebody that's hiding their emotions and their feelings. People want to be there for you and talk to you and associate with you. And if you're too secretive, then people are like, yeah, this fucking person's a weirdo because they're not saying anything. I'm not saying that's how you are. I'm just using the example. Yeah. And you know what? I'll tell you a brief story before I move on. Is that when I first came to YouTube 10 years ago, or in 2010 or whatever I did, I can't remember when it was, but I know it was like 10 years ago. I was in these chat rooms and I had, like lost my hope and my faith in myself and in humanity and in women and in people and friends and relationships. And just sitting in these rooms and talking to people online, I made a lot of good friends. I made a lot of bad ones too, and bad decisions putting people in my life. But then when I started my channel 5.5 years ago, I created a community between people, and it still didn't work. But now I have like 20 good people that come in here, throughout the week that I know I can love and trust and call a friend. But the thing is like, you have to like keep sifting the bad from the good and see if you can trust somebody. You know what I mean? And I don't really have to see what any of you personally. I just know you're a good person because I can feel your energy and see like what you say and what you do. So anyway, you're always welcome here, Stefani. I always told Tanya that the same thing. And don't feel like she always thought that she was like bringing like a Debbie Downer energy because she was going through her husband's death. But now she's a lot better now than she's ever been because she feels free to come in here and have friends that support her. And everybody in here has problems. We're not perfect, and if you want to be friends with people in here are friends off of here. So it's just you're here for a reason. So God put you here. So God wants you to be. If you need that in your life, you need friends. You have friends here. That's why I love coming on here, because these are the only decent friends that I have. Because in real life, I don't really have decent friends like that. They're all a bunch of hating ass mofos. At least here I can block, delete, and tell them go F themselves. All right, Erica, sweetheart, I'm got you. So you said, I want to know if I file a complaint against this Kathy lady, will I win? Long story short, she's discriminating and I'm tired of it. Just slap a hoe. Just go up to her and ring her across her face, and then you're gonna have a lawsuit. Yeah, shit, that's not gonna work. Never mind. All right, let's see. I wish it was that simple. Sometimes you can just go up to somebody and slap the shit out of them and get away with it. Y'all slap a hoe. Honestly, sometimes like there's certain people, they just need a slap. You know what I mean? Especially when you were young and you were a pain in the ass to your parents and they smacked the shit out of you. And then you said, I don't want to get another ring. I better do the right thing. Like some adults need that in their life. And violence is never the solving issue, but it can be. But, even like a slap, like a nice ring upside their fucking head. Yeah, it's a new game at the arcade, Slap-a-hoop. Yeah. Well, that game where it has like the thing, it's like it's a punching bag, and you go up to it and you punch it as hard as you can to see how what your score is. They should have like a pit. You should be able to bring a picture of somebody you want to punch in their face, and that's what I would do. I would put a picture of somebody I don't like and hit it as hard as you can, so that way you win because you're putting all your hate into it, all your energy into it. Because when you see everything, so even though you're not physically doing it, you're doing it on that machine. I've always thought about that when I see those things. It's like all over the internet, that punching thing. It's funny as shit. I told my nephew did it the other day when he went away. He punched it, they both punched it, and they see what their score was. And I was like, if I punch that thing, I'm making sure I put a picture on it so I can get a high score. All right, Erica, let's see. She keeps putting me into things, and she pulled me in and said I told people I'm psychic, which I never discussed my beliefs with people. Oh, so she's like discriminating, like you being a psychic. That's why I don't like telling anything to anybody, like, because they'll use that shit against you. It's not like, I mean, it's different if you're like doing readings at work and you're using their time to do it. You know. Yes. Uh, I think that this woman, Kathy, I think that she's like, she wants conflict and she knows you're a good person, but I feel like she's a good person too, but I feel like she wants conflict. Like she wants to do something bad and she wants to like criticize people. And I feel like she has something against you. Like she just like doesn't want you to have more opportunities or be more than what you say you are. Um, it's weird. Like I haven't talked to anyone I go in the park on a break acting like I'm a rich and gospel. It's insane. Yeah, I agree. But see, this is like what spirit's saying to me in my ear is it's gonna be like your word against hers, so it's not even like worth doing. Like if you were to like file something against her about discrimination, like they're gonna basically say, look, it's like it's you said, I said, it's like, it's gonna just cause more conflict. And I feel like you're both gonna be told, look, go each other's way and stop acting this way. I feel like if you were to like, do the law, like go like put a lawsuit against her for discrimination, you're not gonna get anything out of it. I don't feel like you will, unfortunately. And as somebody who, has, this gift, and if anybody did discriminate me, I would just laugh at them. And that's what you should do to her. Laugh in her face, and say, you can say whatever you want about me, but this is, what I believe in and what I want, and I don't really care what you say. And you shouldn't care what they say. I know it's fucked up, Erica, but sometimes, like, when you have a gift and you have a talent, people are always going to find a way to ruin your talent and ruin your life and your gifts. And I was talking about this earlier, like that we should like ignore the ignorance of so many people, and it's so hard not to. Let me just ask like something. Just give me a sec. it's tough because I asked if you were to have witnesses to her bullshit or other people, but they wouldn't come forth. Like they don't want no smoke. Like they don't want to like join up with you and get her. Like, and if they do, it's still not gonna make any difference. You know what I mean? It's like it's difficult. I'm not getting like you're gonna get a victory over her if you know, like file something against her because you're gonna need witnesses. You're gonna need like people who have had the same problem you have. And if you go to a few people that you know that she has beef with or problems with or has done the same thing to, then it's like it's still your word against theirs and it's theirs against yours. And I don't think these people are gonna come forth because they don't want to get themselves in a legal battle with this and like waste time and money. So I feel like the people that are with around you, I don't think they have the guts like you do to like go after this person. And maybe the reason for that is because like she might be coming across as compassionate and kind to some people and mean well to some. So she can always get people to like go on her side and say, oh no, she's not like that. Kathy's wonderful. She's amazing. And it's them. They're the fucking crazy people. So I feel like it'll be like a power struggle. Yeah. Well, if you do that, let me check if you do that, if it'll be beneficial. Because I don't think like filing a discrimination thing against her is going to work. Because you're going to need like someone else to do it with you so that like it's like two against one, you know? Because I don't know, something's up with this chick where I don't think she can be fucked with in so many words, which is annoying. You know what I keep getting here is right. I understand, and that's totally fine. Now, my question to you is this: is one of her higher ups a man, like a older man? Hey, Shakima, how you been, sweetheart? You good? How you feeling? What's the latest? So, Erica, if there is an older man in charge of her that you can go to, he'll feel like what you're saying, and he'll probably say something to her, and there'll be like a situation where she would have to like say, hey, look, you know you need to stop doing this to Erica because I haven't heard any complaints about her. It's just you. So you better like, stop doing this so we don't have conflict. And, let's be more compassionate for everyone. You're not supposed to be going around saying that she's a witch or she's this or she's that, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like your best option would be that option. There's no lawsuit, no like trying to get her for discrimination as much as I probably know you want to do that and she deserves that. But if you go to her higher ups to a man, he's going to be kind enough to do that favor for you and say, hey, look, Kathy, you need to fuck off with this shit because Erica is not like, a bad person and we know her and you need to like stop. You need to just like don't do this dumb shit because this is like she's gonna end up filing a lawsuit against you. I personally feel from what I get here and how this situation is that that'll be the most sensible thing to do. And the only way you're gonna win against her is to go to her higher ups, which is this man. And this man, I got him upright and he's like a hierophant energy. So he's like, someone who is gonna make sure he solves this issue. because he'll be like kind of timid to even get himself involved because he doesn't want conflict between his workers and people that work for each other. I would say whoever's the oldest and has like, if one of these guys have white hair or they're older, I would say go to the oldest one. But I'll check. It says you can go to either one. I got yes for both. So it doesn't matter who you go through, they'll solve, either one of them will solve the problem. But if you go to the bigger guy, then that's your best bet. It's always good to go to the biggest guy. I told my sister to do the same thing, and she did that, and it worked. Because my sister had the same problem. And I told her it's always good to go to the head honcho because they don't want to hear stupid petty shit like this. And they will solve the issue. And coming from a higher mouth and a higher person always intimidates the person who's doing dumb shit. But Erica, you got to go to the person that's in charge of her. Whoever her boss is, that's who you got to go to. But my suggestion is to go to somebody who has the most power. The most power solves the issue. Plead your case and just do what you got to do. Bye, Tanya. Take care, sweetheart. So that's my suggestion. And my sister did the same thing. She went to, the big guy, and then he solved the issue, which is the only way to do it. You got to go to the big boy. So I would say that go to a man that has like a beard or white hair, like someone who's older, and he knows the deal. He's like the big boy. But if you do that, I got positive outcomes for that. So yeah, that's what I would do, Erica. You're doing good, Shakima. That's good to hear, sweetheart. I'm glad you're doing good. You're welcome, Erica. It's all good. I got you. That's one thing I hate is discrimination. And I try not to do that to anybody, but I only discriminate the devil and devilish people and people who claim they're mental but they're really delusional. The new van, it's good. It's not a truck, it's a van. But yeah, you can call it a truck. People call it whatever. Yeah, it's doing good. The marking review is nice. It's kind of weird to drive because it has so many sensors and so many like new features. So from going from a 17-year-old car to a new car now, it's like a spaceship. It's got all these gadgets and things on it. The other day, right, I was driving it and I was going like, not fast, but like normal speed. And a bike overtook me and then stopped short. And I was like within 5 feet, and the sensor goes beep, 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 and it stopped the whole car. The van just stopped. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, fuck. So the sensor in the front windshield up top, if you get within 5 feet of somebody at a fast distance or somebody stops in front of you, it shuts the whole car off so you don't hit it. So I thought that that's a really good option, but it scared the shit out of me. And the whole van went, like the whole motor was like, stop. Yeah, they actually did it. I read up on that feature and they said that they did it because people texting, when they're in their phones like this and they get close to something, it'll shut it off so you don't hit the person. Texting and sexting, you might get excited during your drive, you might see like a D on your phone and be like, oh shit. And then yeah. Yeah, it's excited. Yeah, discrimination, it sucks. Erica said she just went through that. Well, we all go through it, man. And people discriminate me. My brother-in-law discriminated me to his lawyer yesterday. But it's cool. He can say whatever he wants. I don't give a fuck about what the devil says. The devil's gonna be the devil. My cousin said the other day that his sister-in-law is the devil with a skirt, and I said, "Oh, my ex-brother-in-law is a devil with a shirt." I always called him the living devil. Yeah, but my sister finally got. She had a meeting, a mediator meeting where the two lawyers go back and forth with them, in two separate rooms, and they negotiate. And my sister won the negotiation. She's finally going to get her child support and finally get the back pay. And that bastard's finally going to pay after 2 years because my sister summons him to court. And he's like, no, I ain't going to court. I'll pay now. But we had to fight a lot to get it, but we got it. We won. And we celebrated. And we danced. And we had a great time. We had takeout yesterday, and courtesy of him paying for it, like the dumb jackass that he is. He was going around, I ain't paying for nothing, I ain't doing this. He thinks he's above the law. Well, the law just slapped him in the face, and he's got a reality check now. So he probably feels like a little ant. So yeah, it's so good when you beat the devil. It's lovely. But anyway, getting back to my van, another feature that I do not like, but it's normal. I never knew that when you come to a complete stop, the car shuts off, right? And I was like, what the fuck? The car just shut off. But my cousin that sold me the car, he says it's got a lot of crazy features and you're gonna have to like deal with it. I heard him, but I didn't like really, care about it because I thought that cars really can't do that shit, right? But a lot of people tell me, Mark, man, that shit's been happening for years. Like some Mercedes are like that, some big name cars are like that. And I'm like, look, I never knew that because I didn't care. I'm not really a car like fanatic or a person that cares about those stupid ass features because I'm a very conservative, good driver. So I don't have like accident like shit on my list. It's people who hit fucking me. I don't hit nobody. But anyway, long story short, every time I come to a stop, the car shuts off. And then it shows like a second meter of how much time your car was off and how much gas you're saving, how much you're saving energy with the car, things like that, blah, blah, blah. And it has a good gas ratio. Like I fill it up like every 2 weeks with gas. It takes $70 gas full. So which is not bad. It's actually less than my old car. My old car, I used to spend $80 of diesel every week. This one takes like 2 weeks. And it's because of those features, it saves you gas and saves you energy, Yeah. Yeah, it scared the shit out of me. Like, it's too much sensors. And then the other day I was in there with my nephew and like I was in like, wall to wall traffic. Like we were all close. And every time I got close to a car or a car like got close to me, it'll go beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, what the fuck? And now it has like a camera, like not a camera, but a sensor. So if I'm backing up and there's a wall like within 2 feet, it'll start going beep, 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 beep. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, this is some whack shit. Like I never had that before. See, my car didn't have none of that shit. Because I bought my car back in 2008. So they probably had those features, but I never knew. At least my car didn't have it. But I was in traffic yesterday or the day before. I was in traffic and there was a Mercedes Benz in front of me, a nice one. There's this old white lady in there and she was like, in line. And then as soon as she left, I heard the car go, and I was like, oh, that's what my car does. I was like, damn, I'm got damn Benz senses. Even though it's nowhere near a Mercedes Benz, but it does the same shit. So I was like, damn, I'm like, damn bands now. I'm like, damn rich white people now with damn sensors on their cars. Shit, I'm doing good in life. So yeah, it's a beautiful van. I love it. It's done a lot of work for me already. I've already made money off of it, so it's good. I love it because it's new and it's nice. It's spacious. It's easy to drive. It's automatic. I don't have to drive stick anymore. So that's good. It's nice. I love the van. It's nice. I just wish I can clean it and wash it, but the weather is not allowing me to do that. The weather is so shitty. So I've only washed it once, but yesterday made 2 months that I've had it. I bought it on January 10th, and now it's March 11th. So I've had it for 2 months officially. And the only thing I don't like about it is that it has those stupid sensors. I think it's stupid, but it's actually beneficial. But I just don't like it. I like it's gonna get me. I have to get used to it. Even though I've had it for 2 months, I kind of don't like that feature because like starting and stopping is not really good to me. But apparently that's the way those engines are built to last is by that happening. So, it's 2025. It's the newest model van here in Bermuda. So it has all those things, but it's a good feature though. It's a good feature not to get you to like, to get you to save money, save gas, and to save your car from getting, destroyed by you hitting something. It's got power windows, got AC, it's got a nice stereo system in there. Everything is new and nice. It drives nice. I don't really have no complaints, but the sensor stuff I have to get used to because I don't really like those type of things. I personally don't like it, but it's good. It's a good van. It's worth the money I paid for it. That's for sure. It's definitely nice. It's solid too. It's a solid van. It's like a mini tank. It's nice. So I actually put $70 of gas in it, and it filled it up right to the rim because I was like almost on the last like dot. And I don't like to fill up the van too much, especially if I'm taking heavy things in it. But ever since I've had the workshop, I don't put no tools in my van unless I'm going to do a job. So the van's always empty because I don't want to put my tools in there because if somebody breaks into it, they can take all my tools, which will make me furious. Because here in Bermuda, if they know you got tools in that van, they'll break the windows and open the door and take your tools. They did it to my brother-in-law back in the day. He has the same van I do, but the older model. And they broke into the van right in his house overnight because he didn't put the alarm on because it has an alarm. Like you close, and if you try to break into it, it'll start beeping the horn and the lights will go crazy. Yeah, so like here in Bermuda, they know you got tools in there, and they're gonna bust your windows and take it because it's a commercial vehicle. It says Mark's Maintenance on it, so they know it's got tools in there. And see, my windows are tinted, so you can't really see what's in there, which is great. But they have a feeling there's gonna be tools in there. So when if they ever break into my car, they're gonna get nothing. So now that I have, even when I finish a job, I take everything out of there and put it in my workshop because my workshop has a better chance of nobody breaking into it than my car does. So it's happened to a few people. They say, Mark, don't leave your tools in your van, man, because these bastards are breaking the windows and breaking into vans and taking the tools because they know tools are in there. And then they sell the tools, and I'm like, yeah, they ain't gonna get mine. Mine's in my workshop. Fuck you. And my workshop's like Fort Knox. Ain't nobody getting in there. You'd have to break shit, and we will already know because we have cameras and sensors and things. So we're good. God will keep me all right. God will keep me safe. But yeah, that's how the world is. People want something for nothing. They want to, a lot of burglaries, a lot of bullshit. People want to, break shit and take shit for free. And tools are very expensive. And I have thousands and thousands of dollars of tools. So I rather keep it inside than in my van. I actually have a camera right here pointing at my van every night to see if somebody will if somebody breaks into it. And plus Diamond's here. So if she heard a bang, she'll get up and bark. So we've never had nobody break in here, and thank God nobody has. So we're okay. But I'm not taking a risk because I love my tools. I work hard for those fucking tools, and I don't want nobody be breaking my van to get them. At least when they break into my van, if they do, they're not going to get anything. Nothing. But a paper, some pens, and a sheet in there that covers the back. There's nothing in there valuable right now. There's nothing that's in there but receipts and bullshit. So, but I'm glad that I have the opportunity to have, the workshop now and keep my tools in there instead of having it in my van. And and when I drive, I ain't gotta listen to the tools banging and, making noise and shit. So it's nice. So yeah. It was like, I think it was last week. I took my tools and my ladder to a job, did the job, came back home. As soon as I got home, I took everything up because I'm not going to take that risk. So it's beautiful. And if somebody has a flashlight, if a burglar has a flashlight and they look into the van, they're going to see nothing. They're going to be like, yeah, it don't make sense coming in here. So that's good. Like, I want to keep it that way so they don't rob my van. Fuckers. But yeah, otherwise that all's good. And how are you feeling? Better? You recovered fully? I hope. I know the last time I spoke to you, you said you were going through some bullshit, but hopefully you're okay. People are been crazy. I can't stand people, man. I really can't stand people anymore. I try to keep to myself, and I just come on here and be happy and just like talk to my real friends and real family on here. I ain't got no time to deal with people. Hey, Ali, how you doing? Good morning. Still haven't gotten to the neurologist, but yeah, I'm feeling better. Okay, that's good. As long as you're feeling better, that's great. Because I know you was feeling like shit for a while there, but I'm glad you're better though. Glad to see you. I don't want nobody to suffer. Unlike I want some devilish bastards to suffer, like my ex brother-in-law. I want him to suffer, yeah. But that's up to God to deal with, not me. We all have people we don't like, but for the people I do like, I always wish them well and hopefully they're okay. Okay, cool. That's good. Hopefully they give you closure and they give you what you need. That's a good day to go anyway. 2 and 4 is 6. 6 is like getting over the 5, the hump. The 6 in the tarot is a good card. All the 6 of swords, 6 of cups, 6 of cups, 6 of whatever, pentacles. They're all good cards. It's the 5 that's not good. So if you're going on the 24th, that's good. It's a good day to go. But yeah, otherwise that the weather is shitty here. And I'm probably going to be on here on and off. I'm probably going to go get some lunch in a few minutes. Take Diamond outside. Miss Diamond, she's behind me, see? Enjoying her life. The life of a dog, relaxing all day, doing absolutely nothing. Eat, sleep, and shit. My mom gave me some pork ribs on Sunday, and I ate some, and I had like a few left. So I cut all the meat off the bones, and I gave it to her like about 2 hours ago, and she like ate it within seconds. She was like, "Yes, people food, ribs, yay!" Thanks, Grandma. My mom always says, if you don't want the food, don't throw it away. Give it to the dog, poor thing. All she eats is that dumb dog food. Give her some real food. I say, yes, Mom, I will. My mom loves her too. My mom loves animals. So I always give her like a treat every now and then, give her like, some people food here and there. Some people are like, no, don't give them pork. That's disgusting. I'm like, are you people listening to yourself? A wild dog that's out in the wild. What do you think they eat? They eat whatever they're gonna get their hands on. Animals eat animals, dumbass. What do you think in those cans of pedigree and dog food? It's all meat. It's all grinded up meat. People say the stupidest shit. And they act like they know, but they really have no clue whatsoever. It's so hilarious. I don't even debate with people anymore. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. That's what you think, go for it. Say what you want, do what you want. I don't care. I ain't got no time to be arguing with stupid ass people who have no clue. It's all good. Bye. Smell you later. Go away. That's what I tell them. But yeah, life of bullshit. Shakima, you want an oracle message before I go? I'll give you an oracle card if you want. I don't know if you have this deck. It's called the Oracle of the Seven Energies. It's a cool deck. It's got pretty cards. It's been like the deck of the year so far. A lot of people ask me for an oracle card, and I give them this one. They like it. Oh, you haven't? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a nice deck. I can vouch for it. It's good. It's nice. It's positive, you know. Just gotta read a whole pile of shit sometimes. What's not shit, but you know what I mean. You gotta read a lot of stuff. I don't really like reading too much. The cards are nice and smooth to shuffle too. All right, let's see. All right, you got number 40. Oh. All right. No, it's not. Oh, my bad. 46. I thought that was a 0. See, my I need to get my eyes checked. Tell you I don't like read. All right. Number 46. 4 and 6 equals 10. So you're coming to some type of completion. You know me and my numbers. The uncharted sea. So this says, stepping into the unknown without a map, moving beyond your comfort zone, choosing to do things differently, trusting in the ebb and flow of life, being in the dark and letting curiosity lead the faith that all will be well. Cool. Navigating the uncharted aspects of yourself means that you won't have a map because no one else has ever been there. On the journey, you cannot rely on the help you would typically expect from others who have gone before you. This new territory is yours to explore. You're invited to be a pioneer, a path maker, a magical choreographer who draws your map with your own life force at the ink. This is the day to dive into a novel experience or fully immerse yourself into the new. You don't know what this sea of possibility has in store for you, so stay curious and refrain from judgment of the need to label. I tell people that all the time. Give yourself the time and freedom to be curious with the limitations and boundaries projected by your memories or expectations. You are in an amazing place right now, and you will never be the same by surveying these waters. There you go. Kaboom. I like that. That's a really cool message. It gave me chills, actually. All right, I'm working on my new initiative. I've to send you my website, have a new YouTube channel. Oh, cool. It's created. I haven't posted it yet. A video podcast. It's all brand new to me, and I can't find anyone who is talking about exactly what I've been talking about. Well, that's good. You're gonna bring people. You're gonna get. That's the curiosity that they were talking about on the message. Yeah, that message is pretty much saying you're going into unknown territories, but keep being curious and keep going for it. Don't like leave yourself in the dark, and don't leave us out of the dark either, because you have something to say. So that's the perfect message. And the 4 and this, the 46 equals 10. So you're now going to be complete once you do this. This is the completion. This is what you've been meaning to do. So hell yeah. I wish you the best, and I'll be a part of it for sure. And I'll help you in any way I can. So yeah, for sure. Go for it. I always tell everybody, go for what you need to go for. Hey, I'm doing something I used to do and I'm getting back into DJing. And my nephews, when I showed them that I knew how to DJ and I was playing music, and I in the workshop I had bought some equipment and I made a little box for it. And all my friends are online and telling me to come back. So I'm gonna start DJing again online. Not in public, but online I will. Like I'm gonna go on TikTok and Instagram and here, and I'm gonna start doing some DJing stuff. Even though I kind of really don't want to get back into it, but I'm going to because everybody been pressuring me to come back, and I feel like I can handle it again. I've been writing down songs that I haven't heard in a long time, but I haven't heard nobody else play. I'm gonna bring back all my skills in the DJ world and show people you're missing out on thousands of songs. You keep playing the same shit, you know. Talking about mindset around money and abundance, helping people understand their why, tapping into their why they deserve. Well, absolutely, yeah. That's something that I tell people all the time. You have to know your worth, and you have to manipulate your mind to believing that you can be wealthy, you can do things to get wealth. But I'm not talking about it on a video podcast, but I tell people all the time, you whatever your mindset is, you can make it happen. I'm an example of that. You know what I'm saying? I started my own maintenance business. I came on here and started this channel, and I'm about to start my DJ channel now. I'm going all in. I don't give a fuck. I'm making it happen, because that's my mindset. I can bring money and abundance to myself. All I gotta do is put myself out there. But see, people want to sit on their ass and make money and do nothing. They think that works. They think that, oh yeah, I'm gonna go home and pray every day, and I'm gonna sit on my ass and eat, fucking chips, and I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna get it one day. It don't work like that, jackass. You gotta go out there and get it. Your mindset has to be, I need to start in order for it to be a thing. That's what I keep telling people on here. You should go for your dreams and what you really want to do, because until you do it, you'll never know. You'll never know what you're really capable of. And everybody has multiple talents, but you never do them. So if you don't do them, how the fuck you supposed to make money off of them? These DJs are getting money on TikTok for just playing music. And I'm like, fuck, if that was the case, I'm going to be a millionaire because I play the real shit. I know what music is. I have so much knowledge about music. I did it for 20 something years. And if I get back into it, I can make just as much money as I make as a psychic. So why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God, these clowns are making money on here as a DJ. I can too. Because I got more music than them and more knowledge of it. And plus, I'm well known here. So if I come back out, all the Bermudian people are going to be like, oh, fuck, Mark's back out? Oh, yeah, I'm going to check him out. I love when he plays music. He knows real shit, And they're probably going to send me money and shit and things like that and gifts and all that bullshit that you do on TikTok. I'll take it. It's paying my bills. I just got your message. Let me see. Oh wow, this website looks nice. It's official. Looks good. That's nice. This is a nice website, Shakim. It looks good. It looks official, it is. It's nice. I'm proud of you. You go, girl. Fucking right. That's nice. This looks really good. This is like a real decent website. It looks like official. You know what I'm saying? It looks like a real thing, which it is. But I'm saying like some people got bullshit websites. You know what I mean? And then like they say they got one, but this one looks really nice. It looks good. That's nice. Good. You go, girl. Fuck these haters. That's good. I'm glad. Yeah. You can always improve your website anyway. People will probably suggest things and ask you stuff, and you'll be like, okay, I'll add that to it. I'll do this and do that. That's good. Right now, I finished my workshop finally. It's all done. So now I can actually like do a lot of work in there, and I can also DJ in there too because I have all my equipment in there now, and it's all spacious and clean. And when I go online, I want to put like a tapestry behind me and like up against the wall and play music for like a half an hour to an hour. I want to try and do it like every other day. Just come on there and play music and just talk shit and have fun. There's a few other things I need to do though. I need to get a laptop, like a decent laptop. But I'm waiting for my inheritance. Apparently, we're supposed to get it this month. So the lady said the people, their accountings are like making the checks. So I should get the check this month, hopefully. And when I get it, I'm going to spend some good money on things that I need because I know I'll get the movie video back. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But sometimes, it makes, if you do it enough, you'll be comfortable enough, you know? And the main thing is to never worry about what anybody thinks because there's so many people that will make you think that you're not doing something right or you don't act right, look right, talk right. But it doesn't matter what they think. It matters to the people that love you what they think or your clients think. Even though they probably won't say anything. They look past that because they're there for the message. They're not there for what you look like or how you are. Yeah, exactly. See, that's good. That's what I want. That's why I made the workshop look immaculate. Because I don't want to do my DJing here. I want to do my DJing next door because it's open and I can play music loud and I can hear it and I can feel it. And I'm gonna have like, I can set up things so where I can just put the camera and just face it towards me and just do my thing. I don't even want to associate with anybody in the chat. I'm just gonna have like a moderator in there talking to people because I don't want to really talk to anybody. I just want to play music. I don't want no requests. Like fuck off and leave me alone. I just want to run music for a whole half an hour and make you dance behind your phone or your computer and leave me alone. I'm not there to be talking to people and shit. I'm just gonna play music. You like it, you don't, you don't. And I'm gonna say in the beginning, thank you for being here. And in the end, I'm gonna say thanks for so and so, and I'll probably look at the chat at the last minute and say, thanks everybody for coming, thanks for the donations, thanks for this, goodbye, fuck you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna make it so where like I'm pausing the music every 5 seconds because that's one thing I hate that DJs do. They talk over the songs all the time. Shout out to this person, man. Fuck you, I ain't got no time for that. I just want you to listen to the music, and then at the end I'll talk to you, and in the beginning I'll talk to you. But I ain't cutting off no music. I hate that. That takes me out of my rhythm. Yeah, exactly. Now's the time. See, Pluto and Aquarius is gonna shove people into their greatness. Its power. See, Aquarius is the sign of like, the bearer of good news. Like it's like it's the time to get shit right. You know what I mean? I had to just put that in there. But times are changing. Online is where you really make your money now. And I have to understand that. I really do. Like I have to understand that I don't have to work hard anymore. And that I can come on here and make money and make a living and not like fuck my body up anymore. because I'm at the age where, I need to get with the times. My car was a big wake up. My van was a big wake up call, being new and like spending all that money on it and having it. But now, like, to be honest, I told people the other day that I told my sister and I told my some, people, like, I'll tell you too, that this part of my life has taken over. I make more money as a psychic than I do as a business than my maintenance business. It's crazy. And it happens every now and then. There's some years where I can't even do psychic stuff because I'm too busy with my maintenance business. And this year, I haven't had much work like I usually do, but I'm got more work as a psychic. There's people hit me up every day for a reading, and I'm making more money as a psychic than I am as a maintenance man, which is like delusional to me. But it happens. Like it's God showing you, like, hey, look, you need a break, bro. You've been busting your ass. You can take a break now. You can go sit on your ass and read people's lives. I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna show you like that. You can be a full time, like, you can put more time into being a psychic now because people need you now. And then you can still, I can still do everything. I can still do both because I got the multi talent and the multi mind to do both and be happy at both. But see, a lot of people won't do it because they want to shut I shut this part of my life out because I don't want to be sitting here all day reading people. I want to go out there and do shit with my hands and build things and fix things and make, real money. But now, like, I've been so blessed with my business the past few years that I can actually sit on my ass and come in here and read people and do this for now. Because this is like putting the money on the table, which I would never thought would be possible. But it definitely is this year. Like this has surpassed my actual business, which I thought would never happen. But everybody's been telling me for years, you should do this more often because you're really good at it and we love you and we want you to help us, and you should do it because you're making money off of it, and it'll pay your bills. And I never thought I'd say it, but they're right. And I thought it would never be possible for me to do. But I tell you one thing, it's definitely happening, and it's definitely like opening my eyes more because I thought that I'm gonna get a new van that's gonna bring more business, but I end up having the van and it's parked out there doing nothing. But I'm still in here making money and making money online, and it's like the weirdest thing ever to me. I'm like, how the fuck is this even possible? Like, but see, I deny myself from doing this too much because I don't really like. I feel like I don't want to sit on my ass and make money. And some people were like, "What? I wish I could." But see, I'm not like that. I want to be active. But it's God's way of saying, "Hey, look, you don't have to be active all the time. You can come on here. We got you." So that's how my life is right now. And some people would love to have that life. So I got to think of it in a positive way that this is my bread and butter right now. And, and God can put me in both scenarios and both situations. And now the DJ stuff is going to allow me to do more and make more money online too. So it's like, fuck, oh shit. I guess this is why it's all coming back. And because Pluto is in my sign and I'm a double Aquarius, I guess that's why it's all becoming a reality to me now. And Pluto is a planet of change, even though I don't like to deal with astrology too much and believe in it too much, but I feel the change more now. And everybody said that astrologers said that Aquarius are going to definitely feel the like change of life, the transformation. And I'm starting to transform more and more every day into online money making, which I thought could never be possible, but it is. And every time I think it's going to slow down, it doesn't. It's actually taking over my life, and nobody's calling me to do maintenance work. It's like, what the fuck? I'm like, I thought when I get a new van, they're gonna be like, yeah, let me give this mofo some work. He's got a new van. He's serious. and it is like it rejected my thoughts and put me over here. It's the craziest thing in the world. But to me, it's crazy, but it's like it's reality, it's life. Sometimes God's gonna put you where you need to be, and I can't fight it. I've tried to fight it. I've tried to not come on here and do shit, and then next thing you know, I'm getting an email, a text message, getting hit up on social media. Hey, look, I need a reading. I need this. I need you to help me. This. I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's all or nothing. It's crazy. But I'm glad things are working out for both of us and for everybody that I talk to. Their lives are good too. It's not just me. A lot of people's lives are transforming right now for the better, not for the worse, for the better. And I'm encouraging more and more people to like go with what you've been received, what you're getting. Because if you receive it, it may change your life forever. And that's what it's doing for me. It's making me believe that I actually can be on here and make a living off of this. And when I got my first YouTube check last year, it kind of gave me like a reality check and said, you know what? I just got paid from YouTube. And this bill, this check paid for my electricity. It paid for a bill. And like, this is crazy. Like, how can this even happen? I've always like wondered like if I'm ever gonna actually make money off of being a psychic. And when I got that first check and it paid for my electricity bill, I was like, you know what? This is fucking crazy. Like, I can't believe this is actually happening to me. Like, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe this is meant for me to keep doing. Then when I got the next check and the next check and the next check, I was like, you know what? This is crazy. I do this shit part time, and this is paying for two of my bills every fucking month. Just imagine if I kept doing it like every day, and like, and this can actually be my life if I want it to be. So like, I've been blessed a lot, but I had to put in the work. I'm not just sit here, looking different every day. I have to put in the work. I got to do the work. I got to make sure that I'm, connecting myself properly to come on here and read people's lives. So, yeah, that's a good thing, Shakim. Yeah, I always like to be busy too. Yeah, and if you're really enjoying what you're creating and what you're doing, then why not keep doing it? That's the thing. Keep doing it. If it's working, keep doing it. Right, exactly. I've always been rewarded for my services to people. Like I always feel God keeps me away from the hospital and keeps me healthy, keeps me happy. He always has work for me to do because I actually put in the work. Before I never really like cared because I didn't believe. But when I started believing more and more and more, and I started listening to everybody in here and saying, fuck, these people got a shitty life. I should be grateful for the great life I have. Then once I started really believing in myself and believing in spirit and God and more every day, my life got easier. And it's getting so easier that it's kind of surprising. It's like, really? Like is this really fucking happening for real? And then there's my sister in the background when I tell her, she goes, I've been told you. And then she didn't ask me to read about her meeting yesterday about the divorce shit because I don't want to like worry her or I don't want to see like bad cards. But before I left to take her, I pulled some cards and I got like really positive cards and I got that she was gonna win and she was gonna get what she wanted and she did. And she was walking down the hill towards the car where I was parked and she started laughing and she goes, high five, bro, you were right again. And I was like, I wasn't right. I said, Spirit's got her back. Spirit's the one that's right. I don't take no credit. They just tell me the answers. And if I'm right, I'm happy. And if they're right, I'm happy. Because we deserve what we're getting. And that bastard deserves to come. So it's always good over evil. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care if I'm right or wrong. I just want spirit to help me get the right answers to give to people. That's all I really want. I don't need to be popular. I don't need to be famous. You ain't gotta put a medal around my neck. I don't care about like likes and all that bullshit. I just want people to be happy. I just want to be able to give somebody the right answers at the right time and guide you in the right place, and help you understand that you know you're doing the wrong thing. You can do the right thing. I can help you solve this. I can help you do that. I can make you a believer if you want. You just gotta listen. So, you know, so I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, because people need people like you and people need people like me. And I tell every person that comes in here that tells me they have a gift, I never tell them, oh, I'm better than you, or, oh, you don't know what you're doing, or let me tell you how to do it. I never say that shit. I always tell them, if you know you have the gift, use it, because there's billions of people in the world and we all can have a piece of the pie. And even if you have a client that I have, we have the same client, they're probably not going to us for the same reason, because they might need something from you and something from me. And we should never fight about whose client is whose and whose is what, because nobody belongs to nobody. We all belong to God, and we have to make the right choices. So when people that are in another room or another psychic in here and comes to me, if you never mention that shit, then why the fuck am I gonna say it to you? I would never come to you and say, "Oh, you got my client." I would send my fucking client to you because I don't know what you're doing, and I know that you help them more than I could. But there is too much greed and envy and jealousy in the world when somebody sees somebody that you got money from coming to you. That's why I don't like being here too much. Because then people are like, oh yeah, you went to Mark's room and you think he's better than me, and he's gonna con you, or people can manipulate you, and make you think that you're going to the wrong person because of money. But see, that's why I don't associate with none of these people on here. But I'll encourage you to use your gift, because everybody needs people like us, and especially genuine people. It's the fake ones that are the problem, that make it worse for us, because we got to keep proving ourselves. We don't have to. We just like a part of life. Yeah, especially when it comes to making money. That's the worst thing. The worst thing in this business with psychics and online money making, the biggest problem is like people thinking that you belong to them. Oh, that's my client. When people say that's my client, I automatically shut them down. I'll be like, they don't belong to you. And before they came to you, who the fuck you think they went to before you? And when you don't give them what they want and you're wrong because of your greed, who do you think they're going to go to? Somebody else. Nobody belongs to you. You think that people belong to you, your work as a psychic is not going to come true. Spirit's gonna give you karma, and they're gonna give you answers, and they're gonna make you look like a clown that you are. That's why people don't survive on here. That's why all the channels that were here 5, 10 years ago, they don't exist no more, because people are frauds, or people don't talk about them no more because they're bullshitters, or they let money and fame get to their head, and then people just get, genuine people are not going to allow that type of energy to sink in their brains. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And that's why I'm so glad I have a small following, because I don't want a big following. I don't. I actually fear that, because I don't want to deal with a lot of people. I never have. That's why I fear being a DJ again, because that's when I had the most attention, because I'm really good at that. See? So that's a part of my life I'm trying to accept back, and I have to find a way to maintain the level of popularity that I receive, or the level of energy I'm going to receive doing it. That's why I have to do what I said. I have to not pay attention to the chat when I go on TikTok, play my music, talk to you in the beginning and talk to you in the end. And I want to have a moderator in there saying, or I'm going to pin something up saying, I will not talk to you until the end. If you want to message me, I will go to my messages later. But no, you don't. You just need a few people. And I proved that already. I don't even like to say this out loud, but what you just said is the truth. And I tell people, if you think you need 100 people in your room every day, out of those 100 people, only 10 people are going to give you money or try you or pay you. So that's 10%. So what would you rather have, 100 people watching you and only 10 pay, or have 10 people come in a day to pay you that know you and care about you and love you and trust you? I'll take option two. I'd rather have 10 people pay me and come to me every week or every day than have 100 people watching me and only 10 people, associate with me and do shit for me. I don't need to be out there like that. It don't work for me like that. I don't want a lot of people in here. The average number in this room is like 7, 8 people a night. Well, more people than that come in here, but they don't stay long. But an average of like people in here is like 6, 7 people on average. Look what my thing says: 2 people watching and 3 likes. But about 10 people have come through here in the last 2 hours. And I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you guys came in my room and didn't even like my videos. You're fucked up. Why should I worry about who likes my videos? I could care less who's liking my videos. If you like my videos, I appreciate it. Right? There's an appreciation for the view, the like, or whatever this algorithm is. But it's not going to make me mad. You know what I'm saying? You can come in here and look at me and listen to me. I could give a flying fuck if you talk to me. It don't matter. Your support in every way matters. If you're coming here to just chill and not give me $1 ever, it don't matter to me. I'm not here for money. I'm here to have a good time and just relate to people and pick people's brains and tell you about life and tell you about like my experiences and yours, and we can vent. We can talk shit, have fun, talk about how our life is evolving, talk about your channel, your life, It doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm easygoing. I don't really give a fuck about like stupid shit. So I'm old enough now, like I don't really care about like the little petty things that people do. But that's the algorithm. That's like, oh, you have to have so many likes. I'm getting a check every month from YouTube now. And that's not including what I make on PayPal. So I'm got 2 incomes just off of this that I do for 2-3 hours a day. And it's paying for some of my bills. So why am I not going to be happy? If I'm making people happy and giving them a good reading and a good outcome, and I'm making money off of my talent, then that's great. It don't bother me no more. I don't need 1,000 people in here. I have 1,020 something subscribers and I still get a check. So why do I have to like buy subscribers or have 10,000 robots in here? That ain't happening. Mm-mm. That's all that matters to me. Like, I don't really care about what people think. But you're right. People don't realize that you don't need a huge audience to do well. You just need a selective amount of people. It's simple. And that's like my business. I only have 3 big clients, and all 3 of them for the past 18 years I've been on my own have supplied me with work to have a business. And that's all I need. I don't have 10, 15 clients. I only have 3 or 4, and they're rich, and they call me when they need work, and I go do it, and I survive. No problem. My business is afloat. I have a van to prove it. You know what I mean? So less equals more. And sometimes more equals less. Because the more people you have, the less you make, and the less you deal with it. More doesn't always mean better. My life has been less equals more. And that's the way I love it. And thank you, God. Anyway, Shakima, I'm going to get out of here. My ass is fucking hurting and my back is stiff. I got to go walk around. I've been on here for exactly 2 hours. I weren't planning on coming here for this long, but I'm glad I did. I got to speak to decent people for once. And I'm glad you're doing good. And I wish you success in your new endeavor. And now that I have the site, I can check it, on my computer and stuff. And I'll let people know. if they need that type of, stuff from you, I'll send them your way. Always, I do. And yeah, definitely keep me up to date. Come in here and talk about it. I'll send people to you. Some people need that, type of energy or that type of, subject or whatever in their life. So I'm always willing to help anybody, especially a friend. So yeah, and I'll let everybody know when I start DJing. They're probably gonna see a different side, of me, but it's all good. That's their problem. All right, no problem. I'll definitely be watching for it. But yeah, me too. All right, sweetheart, take care. I'll see you next time. I might be back on later on, depending on the weather and stuff. All right, bye. Yes, DJ Marky's coming up. I'll be back. All right, take care.